Good morning, students. I welcome you all to the virtual classroom which keeps connected the students and the teachers in the prevailing situation. Today, I will be dealing with the first unit of your second PU English test, that is Romeo and Juliet. I hope you are all aware about this famous play, Romeo and Juliet, written by one of the greatest playwrights that English literature has ever covered. That's William Shakespeare. Romeo and Juliet is a play which deals with the theme of love. As you all are aware, this is a play with a tragic end, and so it is one of the most played tragedies penned by William Shakespeare. Before starting the class Romeo and Juliet, let me introduce you about the playwright William Shakespeare. A brief introduction about William Shakespeare goes like this. William Shakespeare, born in the year 1564, continues his era till 1660. He is one of the prominent English poet and playwright, popularly known as the national poet of England and the bard of our. Romeo and Juliet is one of the most popular stage plays penned by William Shakespeare. Apart from Romeo and Juliet, he has written 37 plays. 37 plays, 154 sonnets, and 3 long poems are the contribution of William Shakespeare to English literature. Romeo and Juliet speaks to us about love, with a tragic end. Romeo and Juliet belong to the family of Montagues and Capulets. Romeo belongs to the family of Montagues and Juliet belongs to the family of Capulets. The play takes place in Venice. Shakespeare has used many similes, metaphors and imagery to present the passionate theme of love between Romeo and Juliet. Of course, you are not prescribed with the entire play of Romeo and Juliet for this film. You are just prescribed with 2 selected sonorities of the play. The first one from Act 1, Scene 5, wherein Romeo presents or speaks his spontaneous, passionate love towards Juliet. And the next soliloquy is that of Juliet, which is selected from Act 3, Scene 2. Let me read the lines. Romeo, oh, she don't teach the torches to burn bright. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night, as a rich jewel in an Ethiope's ear, beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. So shows a snowy dove, drooping with groves, as yonder lady over her fellow shoes. The measure done, I will watch her place of stand, and touching her make lest my heart did my heart do not forswear it sad, for I never saw true beauty till this night. This is the soliloquy. The background of the soliloquy is Romeo actually goes to be a part of a supper which has been hosted by Juliet's father, Lord Capulet. As I already told you, Montagues and Capulets are the rival families and they are not in good terms. But don't come to the conclusion that Romeo goes to be a part of the supper to meet Juliet. It's not so. Instead, or to give you just a brief background, Romeo was in love with a lady named Rosalind, and he decided to be a part of the party just to meet Rosalind, who had ditched his love. But then, when he goes to attend the party with a mask, he comes across Juliet. And this very second he comes across Juliet, in a fraction of a second, he forgets the prime intention of he being a part of it. He actually wanted to be a part of the Capulets party just to meet Rosalind, but the moment he comes across Juliet, he forgets that he is here to meet Rosalind. The popular phrase, love at first sight, probably was coined with this mindset of Romeo. Let's allude to this. The moment Romeo comes across Juliet, he's totally mesmerized by her beauty. He totally falls in love with her. And it is then he begins to speak his soliloquy. What is soliloquy? Soliloquy is swagata. He speaks for himself. He speaks about the beauty of Juliet for himself. Who she doth teach the torches to burn bright. Doth in Old English means does, which means, according to Romeo, Juliet is far more brighter than the torches and the stars that shine. And as per Romeo, Juliet's beauty inspires or competes with the light of the shine of the star and torches. And they happen, the beauty of Juliet happened to be inspiration for the torches and the star to burn bright. He further continuously uses many images or many similes to speak about the beauty of Juliet. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night as a rich jewel in an Ethiope's ear. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night as a rich jewel in an Ethiope's ear. Ethiopia is an African place. Ethiop's ear, Ethiopian is an African beauty. So now, Romeo brings in the contrast of light and darkness. This is the first contrast of light and darkness that Romeo brings in to speak about love and hatredness. The theme of love and hatredness continuously goes on in the play. And here, in his description of beauty of Juliet, Romeo compares her beauty to that of a rich jewel which hangs upon the Ethiope's ear, which means when an Ethiopian woman wears a diamond, actually the diamond shines bright, and the only highlight there would be the bright shining diamond earrings. In the same way, the entire party hosted by the Capulets, he feels that the whole scenario there is filled with darkness except for the beauty of Juliet, which has brightened the atmosphere. He says, just as stars shine in the sky and brighten the dark sky, just as Ethiopian woman's earrings brighten the Ethiopian woman's appearance, in the same manner, the presence of Juliet's grace and beauty has brightened the atmosphere of the party. And the only grace, according to Romeo, right now in the party is Juliet's presence. As a rich jewel in an Ethiope's ear, he further continues his description of beauty of Juliet. Beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. In this line, he describes the beauty of Juliet as something very, very divine, which cannot be compared with any things on this earth. It's so divine that all the beauty of the earth put one together cannot compare with the beauty of Juliet. In the next line, he compares the members of the Capulet family to crow and Juliet to dove. As you all are aware, dove is a symbol of love, and crow is something, a bird, which actually creates noise. This is a usual belief that we do have. Dove stands for peace, and now, since Romeo's heart is filled with love towards Juliet, he feels that Juliet is dove, and all her friends and relatives who are surrounding Juliet appear as crow, as yonder crow. And in the next line, he craves to meet Juliet once the measure is done. Here, measure means dance. So now he feels that once the dance or the ball is done, he wishes to meet Juliet and touch her soft hand and make his hand, rude hand, blessed. Which means now he feels that he wants the blessing of love. Remember students, till now he is not aware that Juliet is daughter of Lord Capulet, that is, daughter of his rival family. He has an intense emotion towards Juliet, and all those intense emotions are presented by Shakespeare using the images of brightness such as star, teaching the torches that burn bright, and the rich jewel in Ethiop's ear. Ultimately, he compares Juliet's love to divinity, and he feels that her beauty can never ever be buried, which means Juliet's beauty is beyond mortality. Juliet's beauty is immortal. Romeo immortalizes Juliet's beauty using immortal objects such as stars. And he feels that he would be blessed to come across Juliet. There's a strong creed. He wants to express his emotions to Juliet once the measure of the ball is born. At this stage, it's his inner voice which asks him, is this true love? Because he came to be a part of the party, not in search of Juliet, but in search of his dejected love, Rosie. So he asks himself, is this true love? And he finds an answer. He sees, he feels, yes, this is true love, and the mistake lies not with his emotions, but with his heart. He had never before come across such a mesmerizing beauty as Juliet, and now he is firm that his heart goes out for Juliet. With this, he ends his song. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ತಮ್ಮ ಅರ್ಥೈಸಿಕೆಗಾಗಿ means for the better understanding of this solidarity, let me explain this solidarity in Kannada. So, ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಫರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ವೆಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ದೇಶಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಘೋಷಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಔತಣಕೂಟ. ಈ ಔತಣಕೂಟವನ್ನು ಲಾರ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪುಲೆಟ್, that is Juliet's father, has hosted, and Romeo, since he comes ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮಾಂಟೆಗ್ಯೂಸ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ. ಶತ್ರು ಮನೆತನಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಾಂಟೆಗ್ಯೂಸ್ನ ಮನೆತನಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ರೋಮಿಯೋಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಔತಣಕೂಟಕ್ಕೆ ಆಮಂತ್ರಣ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ರೋಸಲಿನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಈ ಒಂದು ಔತಣಕೂಟಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ವೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನುವ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ರೋಸಲಿನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ನೋಡಬೇಕು, ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ತನ್ನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ನಿವೇದನೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಕನ್ವಿನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಮನಸ್ಥಿತಿಯೊಳಗೆ ರೋಮಿಯೋ ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಸಪರ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ರೋಸಲಿನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹುಡುಕಾಡುತ್ತಿರುವ ಆ ರೋಮಿಯೋನ ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳಿಗೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ ಜೂಲಿಯಟ್ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ಲೇನಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪಾಟ್ಲೈಟ್, ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಸ್ಪಾಟ್ಲೈಟ್ ಇದೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಫೋಕಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಜೂಲಿಯಟ್. Entry of Juliet on one side and Romeo's solidarity on the other. ಅಂದರೆ ಜೂಲಿಯಟ್ನ ಆಗಮನ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು we actually come across this in the words of Romeo. ರೋಮಿಯೋ ಜೂಲಿಯಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಅವಳ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಸೋತು ಶರಣಾಗ್ತಾನೆ. He feels that his true love is Juliet. ಜೂಲಿಯಟ್ಟನ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯವನ್ನ, ತನ್ನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯನ್ನ ಮಾರ್ಟಲ್ನಿಂದ ಇಮ್ಮಾರ್ಟಾಲಿಟಿಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಮರಗೊಳಿಸತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯದೊಳಗೆ he uses images, metaphors and symbols. Juliet's beauty is compared to a bright diamond. ಒಬ್ಬ ಆಫ್ರಿಕನ್ ಮಹಿಳೆ ಧರಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಆ ಒಂದು ವಜ್ರದ ಆಭರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಜೂಲಿಯಟ್ನ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಹೋಲಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಜೂಲಿಯಟ್ನ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ನಕ್ಷತ್ರಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಅವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾಲದೊಳಗೆ ಇವತ್ತಿದ್ದಂತಹ ರೀತಿಯೊಳಗೆ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಲೈಟು ಬಲ್ಬ್ಗಳಿದ್ರಿಲ್ಲ. ದ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಕುಡ್ ಇಲ್ಯುಮಿನೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಕತ್ತಲೆಯೊಳಗೆ ಬೆಳಕನ್ನು ಮೂಡಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಳಸ್ತಿದ್ದದ್ದು ಪಂಜು ಅಥವಾ ಲ್ಯಾಟಿನ್. ಆ ಟಾರ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಪಂಚು. ಆ ಟಾರ್ಚರ್ಸ್ನ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ ನಿಂತರೆ ಜೂಲಿಯಟ್ನ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ಟಾರ್ಚರ್ಸ್ನ ಬೆಳಕನ್ನು ಮೀರಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ವಿಚ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅವಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂತಿ ತುಂಬಿದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿ ಫೀಲ್ಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಲವ್ ಆಫ್ ಜೂಲಿಯಟ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೀ. ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮೊಳಗೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಗಂಧರ್ವ ಕನ್ಯೆಯರು ಆ ರೀತಿಯೊಳಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಿಂಫ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಲೌಕಿಕ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮೀರಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ಆ ರೀತಿಯೊಳಗೆ ಈ ಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಮಣ್ಣಿನೊಳಗೆ ಮಣ್ಣಾಗಬಹುದಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮೀರಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ಜೂಲಿಯಟ್ನ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಜೂಲಿಯಟ್ಟನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಪರಿಶುದ್ಧವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಸಂಕೇತವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಪಾರಿವಾಳಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ಅವಳ ಜೊತೆಯೊಳಗೆ ಟ್ರೂಪಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಶಬ್ದ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆ ಪದ್ಯದೊಳಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಟ್ರೂಪಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಜೂಲಿಯಟ್ನ ಎರಡೂ ಬದಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಳ ಜೊತೆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಹರ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ಅಕಂಪನೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಹರ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ. And those relatives, the cousins and friends of Juliet to Romeo appear as crows. Images of darkness and white in the opposite contrast images of darkness and white has been presented here using image of dove and crow. ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಪರಿಶುದ್ಧವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಸಂಕೇತವಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಪಾರಿವಾಳ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಸದ್ದನ್ನು ಮಾಡತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪಕ್ಷಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಕಾಕಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬಳಸ್ತದೆ. ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವೈಟ್ ಬಟ್ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ he knows that he is in the banquet hall of Capulets. He feels that Capulets are crows because Romeo and the family of Romeo, that is Montagues, do not share a cordial relationship with Capulets. So quite but obvious he feels that all the Capulets are crows. ಆದರೆ ಯಾವ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ತಾನು ಶರಣಾಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಆ ಜೂಲಿಯಟ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ನನ್ನ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪರಿಶುದ್ಧವಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಡವ್ ಪಾರಿವಾಳದಂತೆ ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ. And he expresses his deep emotion to meet Juliet once the measure of dance is done. Later, he questions himself about the genuinity of love. He asks himself if this is true love. Remember, dear students, Shakespeare in most of his writings, when he speaks about love, he makes it a point to differentiate between infatuation and true love. The feelings that Romeo had towards Rosalind is now quite but evident that it is infatuation and passion. But now he feels that his emotions towards Juliet are genuine and he is deeply in true love with Juliet and wishes for a lifelong association with Juliet. With this, he completes this soliloquy. And what happens next? What happens after this soliloquy? ಯಾಕಂತೇಳಿದರೆ ನಿಮಗಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಡ್ರಾಮಾ ಬಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಪ್ರಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ವಿತ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ದ portions, the extracts, the selected portions, the selected two most popular soliloquies of Romeo and Juliet. The first one, Romeo speaks about his emotions, intense, passionate emotions towards Juliet, and the next soliloquy, we see Juliet eagerly waiting for the arrival of Romeo. But what you should be aware of is, before moving to Juliet's section is, what happens in it? Let me give a brief information about it. Romeo meets Juliet and he comes to know that she happens to be the daughter of Capulet. In spite of this fact, in spite of the revelation of the reality that they both belong to the enemy families, they feel that both Juliet and Romeo feel that their emotion, their love towards one another is genuine and they decide to marry. It's quite but obvious that both the families will not give the consent for the marriage of Romeo and Juliet because they have an age-old rivalry. ಬಹುಕಾಲದ ಶತ್ರುತ್ವ ಇರುವುದರಿಂದ ಜೂಲಿಯಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ರೋಮಿಯೋನ ಮದುವೆಗೆ ಅವರ ಎರಡೂ ಮನೆತನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಪ್ಪಿಗೆ ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋ ವಿಷಯ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಟು ಮ್ಯಾರಿ ಇನ್ ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟ್ and both of them marry in secret, and it is Juliet now waiting eagerly for the arrival of Romeo, with whom she has married secretly. Now let's go to the lines of Juliet. Come night, come Romeo, come thou gay night, for thou wilt lie upon the wings of night, whiter than new snow on a raven's back. Come, gentle night, come, lovely black night. Give me my dream, and when I shall die, take him and cut out in the stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to the carriage sun. Let's deal with the emotions of Juliet and let's see how she immortalizes her love in our next session. Meanwhile, my dear students, please go through the poem, refer the PDF text that I have shared.